I really cannot catch a break with this boat.
RIP! We blew another freaking tire.
Even since I've moved across state, this thing's been a complete pain in my... Yeah, let's just get right into it.
Alrighty, so we made it. Not exactly where I thought I would end up, you know, building the Bass Cat in a barn in the middle of nowhere, but I can't complain. At least we got a place to put it, right? We got to get the cover off of this thing, and today's goal is to get the floor completely done. We're talking pour foam, drains, and plywood. I've had enough with this floor. As you guys know, I've already been freaking to heck and back with the floor. So if we can get the floor completely done today, next video we'll be able to dive into the engine. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting to see me try to get the engine started, things like that. But we got to get the floor finished because in my current situation, we don't necessarily have the best cover. It is out of the rain, but it's not 100%. Open stringers, water, no bueno. So let's get this thing uncovered and show you guys where we left off. Whew. Alrighty, so we are up here in the boat, and this is essentially where we left off. Now, I know you guys are probably wondering, when the heck did you get the floor in? So let me just fill you guys in on what you missed.
Since I had to up and move my life across the state in about 3 days, we had to wrap up things on the Bass Cat. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film it, but I did get the stringers all patched up. To fix the stringers, we hollowed out the old stringer, put new 3/4 inch pressure treated wood in there, and then secured it with epoxy and fiberglass. Once that was done, I spent a lot of time painting the inside of the boat with bilge paint. Some of you guys might disagree with this and think it's overkill, but from the people I talked to, it did not hurt, so I went ahead and fully painted it so that it looked nice. From there, we went ahead and we cut out the floor. Now, for those of you who don't know, I had surgery on my hip, so I could not do this. Luckily, my dad came in clutch and did it for me, which is also why I don't have this on film.
So I'm sorry you guys didn't get to really see me finish the stringers. You really didn't miss much, honestly. It was just me kind of fiberglassing and stuff like that, but I'll pull the floor out and get you guys up to speed. So as you guys could see here, this is where all the rot was. It was right here and right here. You guys could probably see kind of where it went in at. It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn close. Then right here, you'll see these are 2x4s. I put pressure treated 2x4s in there to box everything in. Originally, this was actually right here, and this was actually right here, and then this was completely rotted out from the original drain. The reason that I moved these was because I wanted them to be boxed at the joint of where I put the new pieces of wood in. I didn't want all the direct pressure on the new pieces, so I put it in between on each side and then put the support in the middle. I mean, this is strong as heck. Like, I can walk on it. I did a darn good job in my opinion. I also did these as well. As you guys can see, this is where the drain was originally. I don't know why it was cut so close to the stringer, but I wanted to eliminate that because I felt like if the other one rotted out, then this was bound to go too. So that's about all I could do. Pretty darn good for my first time, and hopefully the last time, because it was a pain in my butt. Working with fiberglass kind of sucks. I'll be honest with you guys. You got to do what you got to do, but it sucks. So now that you guys are up to speed with everything going on with the floor, we got to get it finished. Right now, we're gonna put some float foam in there. I've never used this stuff before, but today is essentially the perfect day and probably the best day that we have to do this. I heard this stuff can be pretty temperamental, that it needs to be at least 80 degrees outside. It's recommended to be used with like 60% humidity. I don't know, this stuff is pretty intense. I thought you just kind of poured it together, let it go, but I guess not. All right, so after watching some videos on this stuff, everybody pretty much said you got like 10 minutes to make moves. I'm gonna go ahead and mix each one in a container, and then I have one to mix all this up. I thought about testing at first, but we're just gonna send it. We're gonna go for it. So this right here is the flotation foam. So we're gonna fill this bad boy up. Got one bottle there. Then we got the other mixture. Oh, doing stuff like this under pressure makes me nervous, but all right. I think we're just gonna cheers and full send. So everybody says just stir it up until you get one solid color. Oh, I'm getting it all over my tailgate. All right, and now we pour where we need her to go, I guess. Alrighty, so let's check out what's going on in the actual boat. Let me tell you what, it's working. And I don't think I'll really have to worry about not having enough, because that stuff expands like crazy. Holy cow, I mean, just take a look at that. Boom. Oh God, I spilled it in my hand, that's fine. Okay. Note to self, if I ever do this again, get bigger buckets or containers. I don't know why I thought the small mixing cup was a good idea. Boop. Whew, this is tough, man. It's about 90 degrees out today, so I'm dying out here in the heat, and now where the sun's at, it's directly on the boat, so that's good. But anyways, we got the foam in successfully, I think. Not the prettiest job ever, but I'll take it. I was actually told by a lot of people that I could put the floor in first and then pour it through the hole of the floor, but I also heard some horror stories of people that poured too much and it actually warped or popped the floor. So I just went ahead and poured it this way. Unfortunately, it's gonna create a little bit more work for myself considering I have to go in there now and cut all that foam level. But I'd rather be 100% than put the floor in and then pop it out or have a warped floor. I don't know, I don't want issues. So we gotta cut out all the foam now. Well, this isn't good. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is some storm clouds rolling in. So I think that's gonna end it for today, because if it rains, I am in big trouble. So we gotta make moves now. I hear thunder rolling in. We gotta make freaking moves. No. I gotta figure this out. I don't really have the correct stuff, but God, this is not good. Think, Jordan, think. Maybe I can use this. Oh, this is not ideal. Oh, I gotta get this thing covered. It's gonna storm. If I put this on the engine, this is like the worst case scenario. I think we could divert it though. Hi guys, not ideal. It's pouring rain now. I just hope the boat's good. That was probably the worst scenario I could have ran into. Exposed stringers, exposed foam, and then it raining on a building that doesn't necessarily have an entire roof. So it is what it is. I'm working with what I got. I think I got the cover on there pretty good, so it should divert the rain away from the middle. It should all just push out to the edge, but oh my God, I was like this close. It's never easy, you know? It's never easy, there's always something. I'm headed back to the house. I'll have to pick this up another day. I wish I could have got further. I would like to get that floor on, but it's the name of the game, I guess, so keep on keeping on. I'll see you guys in the morning. All right guys, it's the next day. The weather's gotten a lot better. We're gonna go check on the Bass Cat. We're gonna see if the cover held up in last night's storm, or if all the float foam I just put in there is just completely soaked and the whole bottom of the boat is ruined. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, am I lucky. It definitely got rained on. You guys could see all the dirt and stuff, but I'm hoping no water got through the cover. This cover isn't exactly waterproof. It does have holes in it, so. So we're good to go. Honestly, I just spent like the last 2 hours moving everything so that I could get this boat in a better spot. But let me show you guys what's going on up here. There's no water in this foam. I got so lucky that my Jimmy rig of a tent job worked last night. So we got about 2 more hours of daylight. So what we're gonna try to do here is get the rest of this foam cut out and get the floor nailed in so that next time we come back, we can get all the fiberglass laid and be good to go. So let's get this foam out. Alrighty, now we're looking good. I'm still waiting for that last bit of foam I just poured in to harden, so we're gonna leave that be for now. We're gonna start nailing the floor down. That's about all that there's left to do for today. So I'm gonna start up in the front with that small piece and then just work our way back. That'll give me time to let this foam harden. But check this out, guys. It looks pretty good. Honestly, it doesn't look that great. I wish they all looked like that one, nice and level and flat, but I'm not really sure what I did here differently than here. I think I just poured S's here versus straight lines here, and they rose, and I just was able to cut it even. That's what it should look like, but you know what? We'll take it. I will take it. It's still gonna float. It's gonna do the job. So now we're gonna start putting the floor in. So now I'm gonna be nailing the floor in so that we can get it prepped for fiberglass. I know you guys can't quite see it on camera. I'll show you afterward, but I marked all the stringers with a level, and then I just drew a line with a Sharpie at one point in time. So all right. Oh yeah, we're chilling. First floorboard in and we're good. Now this piece is gonna be hard. This one is like custom fit around the whole dashboard, so I gotta do this one kind of carefully, but it should go. I believe I compensated for everything correctly. So now this piece is supposed to drop in here, but if I didn't get that in there perfectly, then we're gonna have an issue. Woo! Wow. We're good to go. But it needs a drain. So let me show you guys what we're doing for the drain. So we gotta put the last piece of the floor in, which is right here. And this is going to be the section that's going to have the drain. I hated how they originally had the drain. That is kind of why we're here in the first place. The stringers rotted out because when they put the drain in, or at least maybe Bass Cat didn't, but whoever had the boat before me, it was literally just a hole in the floor with a cover on it. There was no physical drain or anything like that. So I wanted to make sure that that was taken care of. Now, looking on Amazon and everywhere, I could not find a specific drain that really worked. So I came up with this by just shopping around at Menards. I have some PVC pipe that I fitted with a shower drain. Kind of bougie. So what's cool about the fact that I made a custom drain is I can control where the water goes. So I have a threaded drain head right here with a threaded PVC. What's cool is I can screw this guy in there. It's gonna give me a tight seal between my wood and my drain, but also the fact that this is angled, it's going to push the water directly towards the bilge. That way I don't have to worry about it just spraying, going all over the stringers, foam, things like that. So we're gonna take the Forester bit, drill a hole for the drain, put this guy in there and get the floor in. All right, that'll have to do. It's not perfect, but it will indeed have to do. Will the drain fit? Zinger! Nice. You know what I just realized? I can't put this on yet. I was going to, but then I should probably fiberglass that area before I put the drain in, huh? Yeah, that would make more sense. That way there's no water going directly into the wood. Alrighty, let's hope we did this the right way, but I think we're good. So we got the drain fiberglassed in there. It's not dry, it is tacky, but it's enough to get to where we need to go. So we're gonna go ahead and hook that drain in there and then slide it forward. Hopefully I cleared that 2x4 perfect. Bingo bango. So we have a drain. I'm gonna fiberglass the rest of the floor in after I nail this piece of the floor in. But then I can put the drain cap on once we get carpet or whatever else we decide to put in there. And so, nice. I'm pumped. Came out pretty good. If you guys want to see it up close, check it out. It's literally like a bathtub. Pretty much the same thing. That'll go right down the PVC pipe underneath that 2x4, and the water will exit straight to the bilge in the back. Alrighty, so it's time to get into the fiberglass. One thing I wish I did before putting the floor in, which I can't believe I didn't think of, was to put the floor on the fiberglass matting so I could basically have a stencil. Now I have to like custom cut everything because I made the mistake of just putting the floor in and then getting to the fiberglass. So note to self for next time, trace out your fiberglass pieces so you don't have to try and like eyeball it, I guess. You big dumb idiot. Alrighty, so we got half of the floor fiberglassed. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the whole thing here today. I ran out of epoxy mix, unfortunately. I didn't think I would go through the rest of what I had, but I did. So at this point, I've gone through like 2 full tins of epoxy. Started with Total Boat epoxy, and then I went to the West Systems because that was all that was available at the given time. I'll be honest with you guys, Total Boat's probably my favorite. It mixes easier, it mixes more even, and it dries clear, which I guess it really doesn't matter because it's gonna get covered anyways, but I just like the Total Boat better. Nothing against the West Systems, it's just more expensive and harder to work with. So I'd rather just buy something that's cheaper and easier to work with. So that's all we're gonna be able to do for right now, but we'll be right back with some more epoxy and finish that floor. All right, so we got some more resin to get the rest of the floor finished. Guys, I am so ready to be done working with fiberglass and epoxy. Like, ah man, I'm just so over it. So let's get the rest of this floor finished, and I'll see you guys when we're done. We are officially done fiberglassing the floor. Alrighty guys, I'm not gonna lie, I am sweating my butt off. That Tyvek suit is basically like wearing a trash bag or like a sauna suit if you guys have ever worn one of those. It's 90 degrees today. It is hot. Anyways, the floor is officially finished. Well, fiberglassing the floor, that is. I am so beyond happy to just be done putting the floor together. Check that out. It actually looks really good. I'm super pumped about it because this was my first time tackling anything like this. I've never worked with epoxy, never worked with fiberglass ever in my life. Some of you guys might be cringing in the comment section, but hey, you know what? This is how you learn. You gotta get out here and you gotta do this. While I was working on this, check this out. I started hearing all this chirp in it. I'm like, I can't quite reach over there, but look at that. We got some pets here in the barn hanging out. Ooh. Now, I didn't show you guys the whole time lapse. I didn't want to bore you watching paint dry, essentially, or in this case, epoxy. I've been working on this for quite a while. It took a very long time. This was the first time I ever worked with epoxy, first time I ever worked with fiberglass. I'm learning a lot, but truthfully, I think I did a good job. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get, taking consideration that I'm working in a barn that literally doesn't even have a roof on it. So this is my first time, guys. This is how you learn. This is just what happens. So there's probably some of you guys cringing down in the comment section, but whatever. Haters gonna be haters. We're out here. We're doing it. We're making the best of things. The Bass Cat is going to be coming along here very soon. I know you guys think I'm really far behind on it. Summer's already here. It is what it is. I had to move to a different state. I finally got settled in, kind of acclimated. So, and don't worry guys, I see all your comments, all your DMs. We are gonna bring you boat videos. I know you guys are dying to see what's going on with this thing. Things should be picking up here very soon. So I apologize for the lack of videos lately, but we're coming back and we're coming back strong. I got a lot of great stuff coming your way. So if you guys are new here, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave me a comment down below with any kind of information at all, because I love your guys' comments. They always help me out. Half the reason that I've made it this far was because of your guys' comments. My name's Jordan. This is Tightline TV, and I'll see you guys in the next one.